All right, y'all. Here's another episode of Self Care Sunday with the boys. So this week we didn't need pedicures or retwists. So I'm just gonna record. I'm just gonna show y'all what I recorded for this past Self Care Sunday. I'm not licensed in any of these things. I did go to school for a lot of these things, but I did not finish as of today, but I plan on finishing in the future. So I take what I've learned within going to school and practicing, and I treat my children to self-care Sundays. So I am big on self-care not just being for women but for men and women. And honestly, I've noticed since I've implemented self-care Sundays, I haven't had to argue with them about cleaning their room as much or like taking care of themselves as much because they've kind of gotten the point. It wasn't the week for retwists, but we're gonna wash hair and oil it in the whole 9 yards because you don't just have to wash your hair with locks when you're getting a retwist. You can wash it in between. I wash my hair in between. I wash their hair in between. Hair holds a lot of dirt and it'll hold smells, and a lot of times when people have locks, they look dirty. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I hate that. So I clean our locks in between. None of us have like those lint stains, or I don't even know what that is or how it comes about. But yeah, I think if you clean your hair in between and you maintenance it, your hair definitely does a lot better. If you notice, my son here has a couple of his hair bleached, like a couple of his locks are bleached, and he doesn't have any breakage or break offs or anything like that. And yes, he's a little boy, so he's not going to take care of his hair. It is definitely his parents' job to make sure that his hair isn't falling out, of course. So right now he's getting a facial. Facials are very expensive, especially when they are done regularly. But again, I have actually went to school for this. The products I use are very expensive. There is a lot more cheaper products that you can use, and I really think if you take this time to learn some things on YouTube, do some research, you can actually do a lot of these things at home without school, to be honest. Definitely learning the skin types and learning what works for different people. It's not really that hard. It saves me a lot of money being able to do it for myself and do it for them, but I wanted them to learn these things early. I did not learn self-care until recently, like really recently. So I try to teach them as early as possible. I have just like some olive oil that I'm putting in his hair and oiling his locks while I'm giving him a hair massage, rubbing his temples and relaxing him. He actually plays a lot of sports. So this is putting things in place that you need to rest your body, rest your nerves, take care of yourself, and definitely take care of your body, especially playing sports and being active. I do have this massage table that I leave them on, and even having stuff like this massage table was actually free on Facebook Marketplace. Do some research, look around if you want to implement self-care Sundays. A lot of times it does not really cost too much. It does get costly at a certain point, but just to start, you can definitely find some reasonable priced items doing your research. I am headed to my second son. You see, he already got his nails done, and he's 17, so he's basically adult, and he needs to know that self-care is important as a grown man. So definitely pushing all of them to take care of themselves as they branch off and do their own thing as adults. Again, it wasn't the week for retwist, but as you see, we all have locks. He didn't want a actual face facial. He didn't need one at the moment, but he needed a back facial. He suffers from back acne, and he's 6'1", 6'2", so he complains about his back sometimes anyway. So he usually gets a massage, and because he has back acne, I gave him a back facial. Now, if you're asking yourself what is a back facial, it is the same thing as a face facial. Like, you would do the same process, the same steps, only on a back. And again, he suffers from back acne, so this is where I take care of that as his mom. And in the same process within my younger son, I'm gonna oil his locks, separate them, give him a head massage, the whole 9 yards. I do think this is very important for young men to understand that they do not have to be dirty. As a grown woman who dates grown men, that is definitely red flags for me. I look at your nails, I look at your hair, I look at how you treat yourself. Because if you don't know how to take care of yourself, how are you going to know how to take care of me? Like, I really push self care.